Here is the 411 on getting a business credit card with no personal credit check. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you're to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about how to get a business credit card with no personal credit check. The thing you have to understand is that according to research, 30 to 40% of American entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, independent contractors, they actually charge expenses on their personal credit cards, and so they are actually missing out on a big amount of revenue here, or cash discounts. It's very important to understand that business credit cards are very valuable. So first, you need to understand why your business needs a credit card. Business credit cards for a new business or established business with bad credit or no credit offer several advantages over other forms of financing. So, for instance, you have a welcome bonuses. They are often extended to cardholders in search of startup business credit cards with no credits, right? So you have a welcome bonuses. You also have extra rewards points or cashback benefits for those that spend, for the entrepreneurs that spend past a threshold point. Another great reason to apply for small business credit cards with no credit history is to take advantage of the limited time 0% APR offers. So loans and credit cards with low or no APR, if you think about it, they have much lower fees and monthly payments, which can lead to what? Serious savings over time. Okay, so a 0% intro APR grace period allows you, in a sense, to borrow money at virtually no cost. So once approved, your business can look forward to taking advantage of several great perks and benefits that only credit card holders have. For instance, the best small business credit cards can offer benefits such as cashback of up to 2% on all purchases. That's pretty cool, right? Air travel benefits and hotel discounts, up to $1,000 in cash travel bonuses. You have loyalty reward program points, no annual fees, and the list goes on. So it's really good. When you look at the constellation of benefits you're getting by having a business credit card, it's just fantastic. So you need to understand first why your business needs a credit card if you're thinking about getting a business credit card with no personal credit check. The second thing you need to do is you can get a secured business credit card. So if your goal is to get a business credit card with no personal credit check, guess what? A very easy, the fastest way to get this is to get a secure business credit card. This is certainly one credit card solution that a business owner can explore. A secure business credit card does not need any previous credit history. So as a business owner, a secured business credit card can be offered to you as long as you supply the required deposit, which acts, if you really think about it, as security or collateral to your business credit card. So the issuing bank can be obliged to use the deposit if you fail to pay your monthly bill or any other financial commitment. So generally, it's easy to qualify for secure business credit cards with no credit. However, in the event that you are struggling to meet eligibility requirements that may be placed by some issuing banks, you have the option of applying for a business credit card that does not require credit checks. And one thing I also want to do is that secure credit cards are great for building a credit history from scratch, especially for your business. So on-time payments and responsible use are reported to credit rating bureaus, which is what you really want, right? You want the card issuer to report your payments to your payment history to the credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And this will help you build up your personal and business credit scores, if ultimately. And so once you are able to establish a responsible use of your business credit card, you will be able to graduate to an unsecured business credit card. And a few of the major card issuers that we have researched on this show offer secured business credit cards, but we love the Capital One Secure MasterCard. This is a personal secure card, but it's a really useful tool for building that all important personal credit score that will actually help you develop your entrepreneurship, your sole proprietorship. Okay. We also love another card we love the BBVA Compass Secure Visa Business Credit Card, and the cool thing here is that this card comes with some perks. BBVA, for instance, will waive the $40 annual fee for the first year. That's fantastic. You will earn one BBVA Compass point on every dollar spent on qualifying purchases with bonus rewards on the category of your choice. We have actually covered extensively the topic of secured business credit cards. We actually have a ranking on our show and in our database of videos, so you might want to double check that and see if you are interested in the topic. Another thing you can do if you are trying to get a business credit card with no personal credit check is to use a credit partner. So partnering with somebody with a good credit history is another solution to getting a business credit card without credit. For instance, collaborating with a business partner with reputable credit can boost your chances of having a business credit card, okay? And all your business partner has to do is to apply for a business credit card and add you as an authorized user. Very important. And this not only is a great way of streamlining the business expenses, but also a major way of boosting your personal credit score. Okay. Alternatively, you can also find a cosigner. Okay. So most business credit cards don't allow a cosigner. However, you do not necessarily need a business credit card to pay for your business's finances if you really think about it. You can apply for a personal credit card and use it for your company's purchases. The whole idea here is to be creative with your funding options. All right. Now, having said that, please always keep your personal finances and your business's finances separate whenever possible. Very important. So coming back to the cosigner, having a cosigner means that you benefit from their good credit, which could potentially qualify you for lower rates or better rewards. On the downside, your cosigner is largely responsible for the debts you incur. So before you draft your friend or family member to vouch for you, please make sure that you're upfront about the risks and responsibilities of being a cosigner. Talk to them, explain everything to them. The fourth thing that you can do, the fourth step you can take is to apply for a single business credit card. So even though this may not work directly towards getting a business credit card with no credit check, it is worth noting that applying for various business credit cards while you have no established credit can work against you. This is very important. Why? Your business has not demonstrated that it can handle even a single business credit card. Therefore, consider applying for a single business credit card until that time when you have an established credit background. Also, I want you to keep in mind that paying your business's bills and debt obligations on time and without failure is kind of quintessential for qualifying you for a business credit card, either with credit or no credit. So the idea here is to prove creditworthiness, to prove a responsible use of credit cards and business credit cards. Okay, so one thing that's very important to understand is that it takes time, but there are a lot of things you can do in the meantime to actually get there, to get the better terms on your business credit cards, whether you have it with credit or no credit. Another thing you can do is to apply for a business credit card for average credit. So if you're not comfortable having someone co-sign your credit card, guess what? Your next option is to find a business credit card that's okay with less than stellar credit. So we have, for example, the Capital One Spark Classic for Business is actually one of the best options out there for average credit. We have covered this card extensively on other shows, but I just want to quickly say here is that this card, the Capital One Spark Classic for Business, has no annual or foreign transaction fees, and it even offers 1% cashback on every purchase. It also requires a minimum credit score of 550. Think about it. That's fantastic. This is actually among the lowest credit score requirements you will find from a major card issuer. And after using this card responsibly to build up your credit score, you can then upgrade to a card with even better rates and rewards. So for example, the Capital One Spark Cash Select for Business offers 1.5% cash back on every single dollar you spend, no annual fee, and a generous sign-up offer. And the one thing you have to understand here is that the Capital One Spark Classic for Business is a reliable business credit card that has a long history of providing fair and accessible credit for small businesses. Okay, and so you have so the features are kind of cool. So you have a $0 annual fee. I already said that. Minimum credit $550 to $580, 1% cashback rewards rate, no welcome offer, 26.99 regular APR. That's variable. One thing you have to understand here is that the Capital One, besides the Capital One Spark Classic for Business, there are other cards you can actually reach out. You can actually try to find, and those cards have similar features to the Capital One Spark Classic for Business. We have covered this topic of a secured and unsecured small business credit cards for fair credit on other shows, so you might want to double check those shows. And one thing I also want to say here is that if you just don't believe that simply because the issuer says average credit, they might not actually qualify, or they might not approve you if you have bad credit. Some lenders and issuers are very, very, I would say, flexible with the notion of fair versus bad credit. So even if the title of the card says for fair credit, you might qualify if you have bad credit. Let me give you a couple of pro tips here in terms of improving your chances of getting a business credit card with no personal credit check. You want to get your business payments on various credit records. Very important. If you want to build proper eligibility for getting a business credit card, you can consider having all your business's payments recorded by any major credit bureau, such as TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. For example, if your business is based on a rented business premise, you can actually consider requesting your landlord to sign up for a service such as Rent Track. This is kind of cool. This is the creative part that I was actually speaking about earlier, because by actually signing up for a service such as Rent Track, you are ensuring that whenever you make rent payments, the service will report it to credit bureaus, thereby making it possible for you to qualify for a business credit card. Also use a prepaid. Think about using a prepaid business debit card. So prepaid business debit cards look a lot like secured credit cards. You front load them with your own capital, and that cash deposit functions as your credit line. So, but because you're not paying monthly bills to a credit card companies, prepaid business debit cards cannot help you build credit, and they will not affect your credit score. But that also means you don't need a credit score at all to qualify for one. So prepaid business debit cards like Bento for Business, for example, are great solutions for small business owners who are not yet eligible for business credit cards. Right? So the Bento is especially useful if you are managing several employees, because the card makes it easy to create, delegate, and track spending on new cards. And that's kind of cool. And one thing I also want to say about the Bento is that you actually can use the card anywhere that accepts MasterCard. So if you're still looking for a credit building solution, use the Bento alongside a secured credit card. So that way you can work on your personal credit score while taking advantage of the Bento's great features. And also start building your credit history. It's very important. Start building your credit history. You can actually, there are actually a lot of ways to do that. You want to think about establishing business credit also. And the way you can do this is that you need to actually separate your business's transactions from your personal transactions. So you need to have an EIN. So you need to set up your business entity. The four main ways to legally structure your business are sole proprietorship, partnership, LLC, or corporation. LLC stands for limited liability company. Okay. And so by doing that, you're able actually to separate your personal liability from your business liability. Okay. Trying to get an EIN, an employer identification number, and make sure that to apply for an EIN, your business has to meet a set of very loose criteria, including your business is located in the United States or its territories. you have any number of employees, and your business is a legally formed partnership or corporation. And you can actually apply for the EIN online on the IRS website, and it's free and very fast. All right, folks, this is the end of today's conversation. I want to quickly recap what we spoke about. So I was talking to you about how to get a business credit card with no personal credit check. So I was explaining to you that you need to understand why your business needs a credit card in the first place, how to get a secured business credit card, whether you want to use the credit partner to kind of help you get the business credit card with no personal credit check, apply for a single business credit card, and apply for a business credit card for average credit. And I give you a series of pro tips that can help you increase your chances of approval in the future when it comes to getting a business credit card with no personal credit check. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.